Black Panther and the Illuminati previews coming right up. Mr. Clicks Flicks is brought to you by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has the winning role for all your gaming needs. You can visit them at luckydicecafe.com or on their Facebook page using the link found in the description of this video. Mr. Clicks Flicks is also brought to you by trollandtoad.com, one of the largest online gaming retailers. Use the promo code Mr. Clicks Flicks for 5% off your Heroclix order today. Alright guys, today we have a new batch of Black Panther and the Illuminati Heroclix previews coming up for you. Some really interesting stuff here. One thing may be kind of sad, but it's just because it's so good it's going to be hard to get. But let's go ahead and take a look at this batch of previews. Up first we have Rescue number 35 in the set. It has the AIM, Avengers, Armor, and Scientist keywords. It has a special on its movement and a special on its defense. Special on its movement is called I'm Finding Some New Uses for It. Running Shot. When Rescue uses it, after resolutions, you may knock back each hit character 3 squares. Once per game, when Rescue hits one or more opposing characters, you may roll a d6. If you do, after resolutions, deal each hit character damage equal to the result. So that's pretty cool there. Rescue historically is a character that doesn't deal damage. It's just a support character. So the ability to deal damage, even if it's once per game, is good. And then I like the knockback 3 squares after you hit, so that you can potentially knock some characters off of elevated or into a wall to get some extra damage from that in kind of a sneaky roundabout way. Then the special on the defense is called Like a Lobster Wrapped in a Force Field. Defend Invulnerability, Energy Shield Deflection. Adjacent friendly characters named Enigma can use Energy Shield Deflection. So that's pretty cool there that you can basically get some decent defensive powers there. And then if you want to see what Enigma looks like, check out the YouTube card now for that preview. It was a pretty cool one. And so let's take a look at the dial. 70 points, Avengers team ability, has a 5 range dual target, 9 movement with the flight ability and that special, 12 attack with incapacitate, 18 defense with that special and indomitability, 0 damage with outwit. So definitely a support figure here. Dual target incap, something that I'm always a fan of. Plus you're able to knock characters back, and then you're able to deal 2 characters potentially 6 damage once per game is pretty cool. Plus you have the outwit. I like this figure. I'd like it a little bit more at 60 points. It feels more like a 60-point figure to me, but definitely a cool one that I like. I wouldn't be too sad to pull this figure. Up next, we have Captain Britain, number 55 in the set. He has the Avengers, Excalibur, Hellfire Club, Illuminati, Mystical, and Scientist keywords. He has 1 trait, a special on his defense, and a special on his damage. His trait is called The Last Member of the Corps. Captain Britain has protected outwit, but only from characters of less points. When he is damaged by an opponent's attack, after resolutions, remove an action token from him. So protected outwit's just always good. Remove an action token from when you get hit. I don't like the idea of getting hit, but if you do, removing an action token would kind of lessen the blow a little bit. Then he's got a special on his defense called The Sun Will Never Set on Britannia. Regeneration, Toughness. Regeneration is free, but only if he took damage from an opponent's attack since your last turn. Free regen's cool. Non-free regen still cool. The fact that they give you a reducer with the regen I like, so that you're not just going to get poisoned to death, so that's pretty cool. And then the special on his damage is called Inspiring Presence as time runs out. Empower, Enhancement, and Leadership. So leadership's good. Empower, Enhancement, just giving friendlies +1 damage is good. He's 135 points or 90 points, so he's a split dial. At 135 points, he has a 0 range, 10 movement with hypersonic speed and the flight ability, 11 attack, 18 defense with invincible and indomitability, and 4 damage with that special. Then at 90 points, he has a 10 movement with charge, 11 attack with super strength, 18 defense with invincible, and 3 damage with that special. And he still has the flight ability and indomitability. I like the 90 point dial a little bit more. I feel like it's just slightly more potent, and with that 45 points you'll be able to get some pretty good support in this day and age. But I could see an argument for either one. The cool thing is that regen special is on his last 2 clicks with hypersonic speed, so in theory what you would do is you'd get hit onto your regen clicks, then you would hypersonic attack, get out of the way, and then free regen back up. So I do like him. I could definitely see trying to track one of these down. Pretty cool figure, and it's nice to see another good Captain Britain. Up next is Challenger, number 62 in the set. He has 2 traits and a special on his defense. His first trait is called a Sense a Greater Challenge. At the beginning of the game, if an opponent's force includes an additional game element, heal Challenger 1 click past his starting line to click number 0. Additional game elements include ID cards, equipment, special terrain, and location. So we've seen this on all the Elders of the Universe. So pretty cool there. And speaking of the Elders of the Universe, he has Elders of the Universe keywords as well as Black Order and Cosmic. So pretty cool there. And then the other trait is called A Game for the World. At the beginning of the game, you may generate pyramid markers anywhere on the map that aren't within 4 squares of each other or a starting area. You generate 3 of them and your opponent generates 2. When Challenger would take damage, you may instead remove a pyramid marker from within 6 squares and take no damage. Opponent's characters have power, remove from the game a pyramid marker in a square this character occupies. So that's really cool there. So really what happens at the beginning of the game, you get 5 of these pyramid markers. You place 3, your opponent places 2. And then basically for 5 attacks, if they connect with all of them, you take no damage. That's pretty powerful in my book. Then the special on his defense is called You Have Succeeded in Irritating Me. Stop, invincible. Once per game, make up to 4 attacks, close or ranged in any order, each targeting a different opposing character. So that's definitely pretty good there. So when we take a look at his dial, it's 175 points, power cosmic team ability, 7 range single target, and if he's starting off and your opponent doesn't have any of the extra stuff, it's a 12 movement with charge, 11 attack with quake, 18 defense with impervious, 4 damage with exploit weakness. And then if they do have an additional game element, it is a 13 movement with charge, 11 attack with quake, 18 defense invincible, and 4 damage with probability control. I like this guy a lot. 175 points is a lot of points in this day and age to ask for, but I think the taking no damage with the pyramid markers is good. I could see this guy sort of being a main attacker-ish or call-in battery for Don't Die teams. I think he'd get along really well with Lockjaw or somebody like that. Somebody, I don't think he's full-on meta, but there might be something here, so I'm definitely going to try to get one. Next up, we have Thanos, number 74 in the set, and he is the Ultra Chase of this set. So this is the first Ultra Chase I've ever really wanted, so hopefully I'm able to pull him and you guys will be able to see it in the unboxing. He has the Minions of Thanos, Negative Zone, and Cosmic keywords. That Negative Zone keyword gives me hope that someday soon we'll see Fantastic Four, but you never know. Really doubt we're going to see him in this set. Hopefully in the next set or 2, though, we'll get to start seeing some. He has 2 traits, a special on his attack and a special on his damage. His first trait is called Artifact from an Interdimensional Cosmic Vampire. Thanos may start the game with the Black Panther and the Illuminati Ego Gem equipped. So this is the first one we've seen that starts with a gem equipped that's basically no cost, so pretty cool there. Then his other trait is called Screet, is as Screet does, and Screet is hard to swat. Free, once per game, generate a Screet bystander. So what is a Screet bystander, you ask? Well, it looks a lot like the Wasp, but it is a 4 range single target, 8 movement with phasing, teleport, and flight ability, 10 attack with Psychic Blast and Autonomous, so what that means is that its actions don't count against your action total, and a 19 defense with Impervious, and 2 damage with a special and tiny symbol. So the special on the damage is called Chaos Might, perplex but only to target another character. When Screet uses it, she modifies a value +2 or -2 instead and rolls a d6. 1 or 2, the modifier becomes 0 instead. That's pretty powerful there. 19 defense with Impervious is going to be hard to hit, so you're going to have to sink some resources into KO and your support. So definitely a big thumbs up for that in my book. Then the special on the attack is called Genocide is not what Mistress Death desires, but it's what the maker's followers deserve. Precision Strike, free. Make an attack targeting an opposing character, but only if there's another opposing character with the same name on the map. When Thanos KOs a character, after resolutions, KO all bystanders generated by that character and heal him 1 click for each bystander KO'd. So it's important to note that there's 2 separate things here. So basically, you get to make a free attack if there's more than 1 character on the opposing force that has the same name. And then when you KO any character, I think is what this means, that generated bystanders, you can KO the bystanders, then you heal 1 for each one you destroyed. So people that are running multiple Groots, this would be really good against multiple Carnages, things of that nature. So that's a really cool power, definitely something worth having. And then the special on this damage is called the biological application of cosmic power. Perplex, but only to target other characters. When Thanos uses it to target a friendly character that can use the power cosmic team ability, until your next turn, when Thanos uses it to target an opposing character, that character can't use willpower or protected outwit until your next turn. So it's important to notice that protected, all caps, is different than protected with just the first letter being capitalized. So that's why they're both in there. He has 2 different point lines, 160 and 110 points, Power Cosmic and Mystical team abilities. He starts off at 160 points with a 7 range single target, 10 movement with sidestep, 12 attack, 18 defense with invincible, and 4 damage. And then at 110 points, he has a 10 movement with sidestep, 11 attack, 18 defense with impervious, and 3 damage with that special. I like this guy a lot. I think he's really cool. This, like I said, the first Ultra Chase I've genuinely ever wanted. So I'm really going to try hard to get him. I think he's going to be the most expensive Ultra Chase we've ever seen because he's good and the gem he comes with is really good. And we're just going to take a look at that right now. So here we are with the Ego Gem, number S001. It is indestructible, and its effect is this character can be equipped with any number of Black Panther and Illuminati Infinity Gems with different names. Free, choose a combat value to modify +1 until your next turn. That's a good thing. So by equipping this, you can be equipped with any number of Infinity Gems. So that means you can basically equip them all, from what I understand. And then you get +1 combat values. So like if you have this with the Power Gem, basically you're getting +2 to your attack permanently. And then you have, range combat expert or close combat expert to divide up after that. This is so broken, and it only comes with that Thanos. It seems like at this point that the gems are going to be paired up with certain figures. So that is super powerful. This is meta, and it's gonna get expensive really fast. So that is the previews for today. You guys let me know in the comments below what your favorite figure was that was previewed. I always enjoy reading that stuff. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share. It really helps keep me motivated to make these videos. That's all I have for you today. As always, please remember that zone critical miss if you don't have probability control.